This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It is Friday, September the 3rd. I'm Stephanie in for Jeff, and I'm here with Tori and Al.
Yes.
And look at us.
Oh, yes,
look at how cute we look,
and
huh?
Steph, you are in red, and she is in coral. We got in a little bit of a tiff
I feel like
earlier.
it's red.
How is that red? We need to
Well,
put it
when
right.
I see it on the screen with us
orange.
next to each other, like if we see all three of us together.
Let's do a wide shot. I think it is coral. You give it a
Yeah,
thank
all right,
you.
well
but
done.
from
well
the
done.
sides, I did think we were twinning.
Thank
but it's
you.
close enough. Anyway, on to more important matters, like my queen, the goddess, Britney Spears. Is she getting hitched? A recent outing has us thinking possibly so. Her boyfriend, Sam, was seen ring shopping at a high-end jeweler's in Beverly Hills yesterday. Now, we don't know if he's made a purchase, but they've been together since 2017, so it's been a while. And according to Britney, her conservatorship doesn't allow her to get married. But with her dad stepping down, could that rule be changing? So do you think there are wedding bells being rung out throughout LA?
I think this is a statement from the Britney Spears camp.
Oh.
And it's a little bit like, do you guys remember when Ben Affleck went Tiffany's ring shopping for
Right.
J-Lo? And we're like, you're not going to Tiffany's to get your ring. That's a statement to the press as like, we're getting closer. I think what this means is we are so sure the conservatorship is going to fall. We're already looking at rings knowing once you are gone, we get married right away. So this is an aggressive statement. I bet the lawyer even told them to do it and make sure
Well, he's
there are press.
amazing.
He's
Let's
amazing.
be honest, everything is coming together.
Yeah.
Well, he seems really supportive, and in a situation like this,
The boyfriend, you mean?
the
Sam?
boyfriend.
Yeah,
yes.
I like him.
You always
I
kind
love
of,
him.
and I think because, I'm a fan of Britney, and so we're weirdly protective of somebody you've never met
Yeah.
before. But you want to make sure somebody's in it for the right reasons. It seems like he tracks.
Yeah.
And it does seem like if the father is about to step down, Steph.
Yep.
Let's start our new life. This guy's had his hand on the emergency brake for basically her entire adult life.
Yeah.
It's time for her to start living. I want to see more videos of her outside of her
Driving,
home.
she wasn't allowed to drive.
Yeah, so
No, she could go in his car, in Sam's car. Isn't that wild?
This is the weirdest story.
I
This
know.
is just. If she had been like in a car accident, she was in a coma for 10 years, and that's what she's like as functional as many people, as way more than people that are not in conservatorship.
And-
Just walk around
Absolutely.
downtown anywhere.
Yeah, and it
Yep.
does give people a look into conservatorship abuse because you see how much control they have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I honestly, I didn't think of it in the way that Tori did, but I thought, well, so she legally can't get married.
Oh, can she get
But can she get engaged?
Oh, smart.
I love it. I'm here for
Loophole.
it. What a loophole that needs to be filled immediately. Go ahead, Sam. You've totally
You know what's
got
so
our
interesting?
blessing.
I know we got to move on, but like, she can't get married, but two people that have known each other for 2 hours and get blackout drunk
Yeah,
in
in
Vegas,
Vegas, right.
can get in an Uber
Yeah.
and go through a drive-through and get married.
Yeah.
That's so interesting, like who we place constrictions on and who we don't.
Okay, well, talking about someone else who is engaged, hopefully our Britters will be soon, but Aaron Rodgers is apparently looking forward to a little more me time.
Uh-oh.
So during a recent interview, the NFL star said time away from his fiancée, Shailene Woodley, is, quote, a good thing. The two spent a lot of time together during quarantine, but with things opening back up, they are both back to work. And Aaron says they are looking forward to focusing on work and their own routines for a while. So Shailene's acting career keeps her in LA, and he's over in Wisconsin. So what do you think? Do you think time apart is a good thing?
I don't think this is good to talk
You
about
don't?
in the public. I think this is another statement, and it's not so good. Let me just tell you, Shailene Woodley and Aaron Rodgers got together incredibly fast.
And yeah, in the middle of COVID too.
In the middle of it, hyper fast. And we all kind of dug it because they seem really kind of nerdy, kind of granola and cool. I don't know if it was too fast.
Oh, really?
I'm a little worried.
But they had to
this is
have
too
known that this
fast.
was coming. He plays pro football, so
yeah,
they
and
knew
she's a professional actress.
What has she been in?
She was
Oh my
Big
gosh,
Little Lies.
Yeah, Big Little Lies.
that's my
She
show.
True
was-
Grit. She was in True
She's
Grit.
fabulous.
That's
She's a
big
great
drop-off,
actress.
but yeah.
She's really, really good. Now, I think they're both so super successful. They both clearly are so in love, I think, from the clips. And I mean, obviously, social media, of course, is 100% real. So I think they make a fantastic couple. And I think, you know what? Not all the time, but a little bit of time apart makes you miss each other. You know, absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Right.
True. It is
Yeah.
true. I just don't know if I'd want my partner saying it
I wouldn't
to
want
the
it
press.
full time though.
Yeah,
like
I'm
if they're in different
codependent, though.
states, or all the time. That's hard. That's a lot of air flights, isn't it? Like waiting in airports and time differences.
It's a weird thing because there's this weird dynamic with relationships where some people you're openly in a codependent relationship
Very
where you
codependent.
guys like to be
Always together.
the phrase you guys like to be on top of each other all the time.
All the time.
Watching TV
Hello.
together, going shopping together. I think other couples that think about you and your beau, Steph, I don't know if you want to talk about this on TV, but I love him.
He's the best.
He's the
Has a
best,
crush.
but he's a super busy man.
Yeah.
You are a super busy woman in this industry. So I assume that you guys are apart for sometimes, and they'll be
Actually, not as much as one would think, but I think he's very good at time management, which is a skill I do not have.
Yeah.
But no, he's a boss baller. Hey, love.
I feel like you need to have some time apart to do different things and then come back and discuss what happened.
I think
it's true. I just don't think him saying it puts a good brand for those two. If I'm looking at them as a brand, which seems a little cold, but
a little early.
The world of celeb. All right, so Lil Nas X is expecting, the rapper is going viral over his recent photos that show him pregnant, but he isn't expecting a baby. Instead, he is pushing his new album, and he told People magazine that the idea for the shoot came to him after listening to the album for the first time. And he says he was chatting away with his stylist, and she jokingly called the album his baby and said he should do a pregnancy shoot. Now, he is known for pushing out the envelope. He is, and I love it. I am here for it. This gives me the Arnie Schwartzy vibes from years ago. What do you think?
From Junior. I think Lil Nas X is the gay black clapback king or queen we needed.
There's something on Twitter. You can grab that handle.
I'm telling you that Tiffany over here turned her seat around to look. People are not only interested in Lil Nas X, they want to see what happens, but when people write to him homophobic things, racist things, things he might get hurt by, the man claps back with things like this. He does not care.
No.
He says, you're a parent, you take care of the kids, I'm an entertainer. He gets it in the way a Gen Zer gets it. He is not going to be put down or put in a box. He's the guy that country songs and black gay men needed to clap back. I think he's fabulous.
Well, Tori, I think you hit it on the head in terms of being put into a box. Think about this. He, as a young person who was openly gay, he was put into a box as a gay person. He was called the devil. That's where the Montero comes in. Then he makes this crossover hit song where white grandmas are dancing to it.
Oh,
so now
Billy Ray Cyrus, right?
Now he's put into this friendly, easy sellable Gap All-American kid box. Then he comes out of that box and says, that's not me at all. Actually, this is me. Here's a video of me lap dancing with the devil.
I know.
And so I think this is him being born. This is the real him coming out in this album.
It's like Madonna. He reinvents and reinvents.
He's fabulous. I love it. We're excited
and he knows
for your
how to
child.
promote.
Yes, he does.
Oh, he does.
Tiffany turned around.
Yeah. Coming up on DBL, actress Tisha Campbell chats with us about her terrifying run-in with a bear. But first, what a talent show judge told a teenage Keith Urban, and the worst advice that Halle Berry has ever got. It's coming up next.
Cleveland.
Closed captioning provided by. So just so you know, Tiffany, which is Darling's show. Tiffany, hi Tiffany. So when I like to
Cheez-Its.
Yeah, she's over there eating Cheez-Its.
There we go.
But I like to feel people's reaction in the studio because I don't know, Al and I are both stand-up, so we get a feeling of the room. And we were kind of like talking, Brittany, and then as soon as she mentions Lil Nas X, I just felt people go to the TV. People are just drawn to that guy, and he knows which buttons to poke. Drake just put out an album where he has pregnant women emojis of all different races. So this plays onto Drake's album as a satire into, is he too feminine?
Beyonce photo. That's the famous Beyonce.
With the flowers. I think he's referencing a lot there, and it's really cool. I know a lot of people are getting freaked out.
Do you guys think I'm reaching too deeply in this when I think that he's saying that the real him is being born?
No, I think that's a rebirth, absolutely.
Right, I don't even know if it's a rebirth because I think, just imagine if you are a gay black man that has been persecuted your entire life. Then all of a sudden you make this song and everybody loves you, the people that hated you.
Like kids love you, the Midwest loves you.
They played that song in churches.
Yeah.
These are the people who were literally calling him the devil. So then how would you feel about that?
And what does he do? He satirizes that by playing the devil.
Right.
So he's so brave, he leans into the critique. That is a rare thing for such a young man with so much to do. I think it's really interesting.
Yeah. I just, I think about myself at that age and how, if a girl I liked had said something bad about me,
Yeah.
I would have crumbled. I couldn't imagine being that age and feeling that put upon.
Right.
But then actually kind of finding yourself, no matter, you know, how other people feel. I mean, he had to know when he made that video, when you make
He knows. He
tennis
just
shoes
knows.
with
He doesn't care.
666 on them.
Yeah, he's a
there's gonna
Gen
be some
Zer.
pushback.
He's gonna put it in your face, and he's not gonna fight, not gonna step down. And people come at him really hard, and he comes back being like, "Sorry, that's my job."
All right, so
Welcome back to DBL. Now, even celebrities can get bad advice, and if Halle Berry or Keith Urban had listened to theirs, they might never have earned their names. So during a recent interview, the Oscar-winning actress said someone once told her to have a backup plan to acting, but she isn't the only one who was told that she didn't have what it takes. Yesterday, country star Keith Urban posted a video on his Instagram that shows him at age 16 performing at a talent show. Listen to what the judge had to say.
You're just wasting your time chasing the tail of a dragon kind of dream.
At 16, I'd have thought, for instance, you'd be pretty keen on forming a group. You're a little, I think, as a solo performer, not quite enough strength.
Sometimes you just gotta prove them wrong.
Oh my gosh, that gives me all the feels.
That's like a Nike ad, isn't it?
That was
is.
awesome.
Just do it.
I bet that guy feels like such a loser now.
He does, and you know, as somebody that had a day job as a teacher and then transitioned to entertainment, I think I was too naive to know that I was following my dreams, air quotes. But a lot of the people I started with, I've seen 1,500 comics. 30 of them are famous.
Yeah, like that was a big jump for you.
So, but it's like, you know, you want to tell people so you can have the Hollywood ending stuff. You go for your dream and then we end the movie with you getting your Oscar. But for a lot of people, they might not have the talent. And I saw a lot of people that had the drive, Tori. They had more drive than I did, but the talent wasn't there. So I don't know, would it be wrong to say, hey man, I love you. Hey, I love you, but like, this might not be the move?
I think that the person has to come prepared. Like if you were not prepared and wanted to be a stand-up, I would be like, yo dude, maybe you want to rethink this. But if you come prepared and study your craft and work on it, and I go to acting classes or I go to hosting classes and we work on that, then you come when the time is ready, your talent is there. I never gave up. I was 38 scooping ice cream and people were like, what? Oh no, I was 35, excuse me. And people were like, you're never gonna make it. And DBL called and I was like, I'm getting rid of this paper
But
hat.
DBL called just for ice cream. That was the weird thing.
I love it.
You guys, it's really good ice cream.
What about you, Steph? What do you think?
Oh my gosh, right, really quick, so we haven't got that long, but at my old high school, which was a drama school, called me in to give a talk to the kids. And then after, I just landed a gig. It went out to 120 countries, the biggest gig of my life. And the teacher took me behind the scenes and went, you know, it's great and everything, and I appreciate what you told the kids, but what is the backup plan? Because how long is it going to last?
Whoa.
And I was like, are you kidding me?
Wow.
Yeah,
Ooh,
anyway,
wow.
ending on
Look
that
at you now.
salty note. Tisha Campbell.
Salt and straw.
Oh yeah, talks to us about her new music with JoJo Siwa, plus her crazy encounter with a bear in a grocery store. We'll be right back.
We all know that movement
Could drones play a part in fighting the COVID-19 pandemic? Let's connect the dots. Atrium Health has been working with UPS for a long time to perfect this technology. Now they can use a drone to deliver vaccines 25 doses at a time from the main hospital to nearby practices and pharmacies. And this is not your normal delivery drone. It's climate controlled. Remember, the COVID vaccine has to be stored in incredibly cold temperatures, so the drone is packed with special gel to keep them cool. But is drone delivery actually that helpful for delivering vaccines? Researchers say yes in certain situations. Drones could help transport vaccines to places that are hard to reach by delivery truck. In fact, the technology is already widely being used by Pfizer to ship vaccines in Ghana. And here in the U.S., drones could help lighten the load for delivery drivers. Saving a few trips with this technology could go a long way, as companies face staffing shortages and a growing mountain of online deliveries. Still, it could be a while before we see drones take over the vaccine rollout. Right now, Atrium is only operating one drone within a mile radius in Winston-Salem. But the technology is looking promising for fighting disease in the future. And that is connecting the dots.
buy my shoes, figure out whether we're gonna serve chicken or fish by tomorrow. Tomorrow, chicken or fish, chicken or fish. Can I get some help, please?
If you've ever said, "You go, girl," or "Damn, Gina," it's because of the 90s hit sitcom Martin and the muse who became everyone, including yours truly's favorite girlfriend, Tisha Campbell. She's getting ready to come up right now on today's Chatting with the Stars.
All right, Tisha Campbell. Now, we all watched you go off to college in House Party 2, and then you also slayed your role as a student in Spike Lee's School Days. But now you have a son in college. So get real with us. What freaks you out the most as a parent when it comes to college?
You know what? It's knowing that I made him as independent as possible. You know, you really want that and confident as a child or as a young person. But, you know, he's newly in love. So that makes me really happy.
Oh,
Tisha.
Because I really like her and she's very nice.
There you go.
There we go. Tisha, we talked about your crazy encounter with the bear at the grocery store. Now that we have you here.
That bear gets more coverage than me.
What were you thinking? You got to let us know. What were you thinking when that bear walked down the aisle?
Let me tell you what I was thinking, daggone. So, the week before, I had just gone to Arizona for some work, right? I ran into a bobcat, was running from that. I ran into some coyotes, a tarantula, and some javelinas. I didn't even know what a javelina was, but apparently it's pork, okay? 20 of them. And then I go home thinking I'm cool. The first day, avoid the crowds, get there early. And of course, I run into a bear in my local grocery store. Now, I looked calm, but I was not calm. I was trying, my father, thank God, taught me how to play chess, so I was trying to think my way out of the store. Because to me, where there's a baby bear, there's a mama bear somewhere. So I was just thinking my way through.
Talk about your girl, Tashina Arnold. Now, you guys met in audition when you guys were kids, like from the
11
beginning.
and 12 years old.
Wow.
Yes, we were 11 and 12. Yeah.
And you guys obviously have been cool ever since. So I have to ask, as somebody, and I know we've all auditioned, do you guys ever go after the same role? Because I remember seeing the same people at the same auditions.
Yes, all the time. But, you know, that's what gravitated us to one another, is that when we first met, you know, we would find out about auditions and we would call the other one, did you hear about this one? Well, come meet me and let's crash it. You know, and if it wasn't me who got the role, I wanted it to be her and vice versa. So we always operated like that. And we always operated on being, you know, authentic with one another, holding each other accountable, not being a yes man, supporting one another. That's the kind of friend that you would really want for a lifetime.
That's true empowerment. Your new movie, we got to talk about it, The J-Team. It stars YouTuber JoJo Siwa, who got her start on Dance Mom. So talk about your role and how much dancing did it require?
Well, I didn't have to do a whole bunch of dancing, right? But I did have to come in and be I'm playing the choreographer, Coach Poppy. And this is the first time, you guys, that I got to play a villain.
Oh,
in film. So being able to be the Cruella de Vil of it all was exciting. It was fun. I got to mess with the kids. Michael Lang, the director, left the camera open and was like, I don't know what Tisha's gonna do, so let's just keep the cameras rolling.
Cheer up, this is gonna be fun.
fun as long as you follow my rules.
Like the theme of the movie is really about being your authentic self, not dimming your light. And I was a newly single mom, so it hit my heartstrings. And then JoJo was being her authentic self in the media at the time. And so there was so much focus on that. I wanted to support that. And Nickelodeon in general wanted to make sure that this was a very diverse film, so everybody is represented. We even have a trans teen, the first trans teen in a musical.
Amazing.
Being represented in this film. So it's inclusive, it's fun, it's dancing, it's music.
I can't wait.
We need that. We need that in, coming out of the isolation of it all.
Thank you for joining us, Tisha. You can see her DBL Nation in the J-Team starting September 3rd on Paramount+. Thank you, Tisha.
Thank you, Tisha.
Always a pleasure.
Bye. Bye. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Are at-home COVID tests a reliable way to determine whether you've been infected? Let's verify. Our sources, family physician Dr. Carla Robinson, and information from 3 common at-home tests found in stores. Abbott Bionex Now, Illum COVID-19 home test, and Cadell QuickView. All 3 at-home tests have received emergency use authorization from the FDA, meaning they are not fully approved yet, and all are nasal swabs with test results in about 10 to 15 minutes. Clinical studies for Abbott Bionex Now shows the test is about 84% accurate at detecting positive cases and 98% accurate at detecting negative cases. Meanwhile, clinical studies for Illum COVID-19 home test showed 96% accuracy for those who had symptoms and 91% accuracy for people who did not have symptoms. Finally, Cadell QuickView totes an 83% accuracy for detecting positive cases and 99% accuracy detecting negative cases, according to a clinical study.
Type of patient to use this test would be someone who's symptomatic. Those who are asymptomatic and just may have been exposed, there may be a lot more variability there.
Dr. Carla Robinson says these tests are fairly accurate. However, the most reliable test is a PCR test administered by a medical professional where the swabs are sent to a lab for analysis.
PCR is the gold standard type of test that we have for COVID-19, which is the most reliable and the one that's used most often in the hospital or clinic setting.
Either way, Dr. Robinson says it's important once you get results from any of these tests to speak with a healthcare provider for the next steps. So we can verify that yes, at-home tests have a high degree of accuracy, but they're not perfect. And Dr. Robinson stresses that the result itself isn't the end game. People should always speak with a healthcare provider after getting their results back. These at-home tests range from $20 to about $40. Dr. Robinson says the best way to get answers you can count on is to go to your doctor. With your Verify, I'm Megan Bragg.
Welcome back to DBL. It is time for some sweet, sweet deals because earlier Tori and I looked at some amazing products at even better prices. Here's this week's DBL Deal Blast presented by MorningSafe.com.
All right, what do you have for us today, Stephanie?
Hey, Tori. So first up, it's the Mihao Heated Shiatsu Foot foot massager with a 1-year warranty.
Nice.
So normally it's as much as $130, but right now we've got it only for a $59, saving our viewers 55%. Now, Tori, I don't know about you, but I do know about a good night's rest, and it's an absolute must for me. And this Kathy Island 225 thread count Tencel polyfilled mattress topper is just the perfect way for that. So you can add another layer of comfort to your mattress with this plush mattress pad. So normally it's as much as $85 to $121, obviously depending on the size.
Sure.
But we've got it for only $29 to $49, which saves our viewers up to 66%. Now, it's the Ginsu 5-piece dishwasher safe Daku series kitchen knife set.
Nice.
Normally this set is as much as $50.
Okay, not bad, but actually, you know, a little pricey.
But we've got it for $24, Tori, saving our viewers 52%. And last but definitely not least, I've got something that's gonna level up your jewelry box. It's the Piatella Inside Out simulated diamond hoop earring.
Ooh.
So encircle both inside and out with these simulated diamonds. These earrings deliver big bling to your look. And come on, Tori, nothing makes a statement like a pair of hoops.
Facts.
And normally they're as much as $80.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's gonna be up there close to 100, I bet.
But guess what?
What?
They're only 15, saving up to 81%. Now that is a bargain and a half.
Head on over to morningsave.com to just snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit morningsave.com right on your smartphone. Thank you so much, Steph.
Tori, you have that foot massager, right?
Yeah, and I might sound a little old lady-ish, but when I cross-stitch and have some tea at night and I put on my heated foot massager and a blanket, it's very cozy.
Does your TV just automatically flip to 60 minutes? Like that is that is.
I realized as I said it, it sounded really bad.
But it does sound relaxing.
It sounds relaxing. And you know what? If you wear heels out, I know you don't get this.
Yes.
But if you wear heels, believe me, it helps at the end of the day to have that massage.
To this day, I don't know how women don't have more of a flex on wearing heels. I don't know how you guys do it, but respect.
There we go. We're new every day. We'll be back on Monday. Have an awesome weekend. See you later.